never saw myself as someone with low self-esteem or someone who has ever suffered from low self-esteem. To me, it represented depression, sadness, just unhappy all around. And I have never been unhappy. If you know me, you know that I'm always smiling, I'm happy, I'm fun to be around. But internally, I definitely suffered. I suffered from comparison syndrome. I could leave out the house feeling like $1,000,000. And the minute I get into a setting with other pretty women, I would look around and begin to compare my pretty away. So I would look at them and I would start to tear down things about myself, be it physical things that I could not change, or just what I wore, or how my makeup looked, or anything to basically make myself feel less than attractive. So I would say, oh my God, I knew I should have wore that tighter dress. Why did I not wear the tight dress? I shouldn't have wore this outfit. I knew I should have put that weave in. Oh, I should have put a weave in. You see, all the girls are getting all the attention because they have long hair. See, everybody doesn't like short hair. I should have never cut my hair. Or I would, come down on my physical features. Oh, I wish I was taller. Why am I not taller? My mother's thin. Why am I not thin? I don't want to be thick. Like thick is in now, but thick ain't always been like hot, right? I had a huge issue growing up with my nose, with my facial features. I got big eyes and, my nose is fuller, and it drove me crazy. I always wanted a smaller nose. I constantly compared myself to women with smaller noses. I looked at magazines and anybody that was pretty, no matter their skin complexion, right? You'll notice they have smaller features. It was like, oh, she has a small nose. And yeah, she might be real chocolate, but her nose is small, right? And so for me, it was always an issue. It was so bad that when I was about 18 years old, I went and got a plastic surgery consultation because I was going to fix this nose. He told me how he was going to take cartilage from behind my ears and build my nose up and all this. And I was geeked because that represented change for me, and that was going to change the thing that I disliked about myself the most. I remember telling my friends, like, oh, I hate my nose. My nose is so big. And you don't get it because you got a small nose. And I remember them always being like, you're crazy. You're so pretty. You're crazy. And then we went out to a club. We're standing in line. There's this guy. I mean, he is just smitten with me, right? So he's looking. He just can't stop looking at me. So his boy walks up and he's like, dude, she's fine, huh? And the friend looks and he's like, oh, her body is cool, but her nose is kind of big though. Talk about crushed. Because it was like he was confirming what I already thought about myself, right? He is confirming the thing that I've been telling people for years is an issue. So it's like, see what I tell you? I told you my nose is big. You see? Ruined my night. And that happened when I was probably like 22 years old. And it still stays in my mind. Like I've always remembered that. But over the years, I've just done so much soul searching, and I've learned to accept my features and the things that I cannot change about myself. Without money, of course, without surgery. And I am really in a space now where I accept myself and I love myself, and I think that I'm beautiful. Not just on the outside, but inside. Like overall, I think I'm an amazing person, and it took years of work and of just working on self-acceptance and just thinking about what really matters, what's really important. You know what I mean? And just because someone else is pretty doesn't mean that you're not. There's so many different levels of pretty. There's so many different taste levels. Everything's a matter of opinion. So if somebody says you're not attractive, or your nose is big, or you're this or you're that, that's their opinion. That should not take away what you feel about yourself. So my mission is really to help little girls see that it's all about what you think of yourself. That's the only thing that matters, what you think of yourself. Don't let anybody else make you feel like you're less than worthy, that you're less than pretty. You're beautiful if you think you're beautiful.